We have new Dazzles, and I am so excited to bring these to you, and Heidi has been playing with them. So we have brand new stuff, and we invite you to come play with us. First, I have to tell you that the designer is a Canadian woman. Her name is Deanna Pennell, and I am so excited that she has designed these beautiful Dazzles. So we have 5 of them. This candle, as you can see, with poinsettias, looks like it's behind a stained glass arch. Beautiful. We have some charming gnomes, and gnome for the holidays is the greeting. Lots of snowflakes too. And we have some very fun Christmas trees that pair beautifully with the gnomes. And then we have cardinals, and we have robins and chickadees. So beautiful ones. You can see that these 2 are on our larger size sheet of Dazzles. The others are on a smaller. So let's get to what Heidi has done. And to begin with, I took the backing off. You never want to do that because you want to be able to use those extra strips, but I thought maybe you could see it better, so we'll just see how that plays out. Now, this is what Heidi has done. So she has taken this one, and it measures about 3 inches by 4 inches. So you can see it's really a very large image for your card making, scrapbooking, journals, whatever. And in this case, she cut down a card to be 5 inches square. And this is a easel card. So she has that front piece has been folded in half, and then she has used the Winter's Butterfly papers to put on each of the sections of the front of the card. Then she took the big piece, you can see the robin right here, and placed it on just white cardstock. And she colored in with the tri-blend. So the colors are in the directions. By the way, the gallery down below, if you're watching this on paperwishes.com, the gallery will give you instructions, step-by-step instructions for every single one of Heidi's cards. I love how she did the coloring. And I have to tell you, I think the coloring was kind of new for Heidi, and what a beautiful job. Now, the tri-blend markers, you probably know, there are 3 colors in every single pen. So you're going to get a light, a medium, and a dark shade. And you can do that gradation with those, so it's nice to have them in one tube. By the way, there are 24 new colors that are launching this month, and yes, we will have them. But right now, she has used the coral, the dark red, citrus, green, and earth brown, so just beautiful in there. Now, Debbie tells me that she likes to color from dark to light. Now, Heidi used the dark on the tips of her flowers. You could also use the dark in the center, so whatever you want to do. But I love how she shaded everything. It just works so nicely. And look at those bubbles. Well, that is something new from Buttons Galore. They're called chimeras. And this is the lunar, and there are white and clear ones. There's also little moons and star sequins in the collection. So really nice, and just like the shimmers, or the sparklets, we really love them. They just add a really nice dimension. Now, Heidi also added the snowflake Dazzles to her card and the gold and silver ribbons. So she's got a silver ribbon at the top. Really, really pretty. Now, the inside, again, this is Winter's Butterfly. She's taken the Noel and just really a portion of one of the borders in here, added the snowflakes. But you know, for an easel, you need something to hold the card upright. And she simply layered a second layer of the Dazzle snowflakes on top. So foam taped it and does the trick. So you've got everything coordinating, and that's how we love our stuff. Oh, by the way, the bit of silver that you're seeing on the front, yes, that is our metallic silver paper that is just so great. We have it in gold too, and that's sold by the sheet. So that's our very first card. And of course, as you can see, you've got another large element, you've got borders, you've got more words, and lots of leaves going around there too. So that's our first. We're now going to go into the cardinal. And the cardinal, she has done something else, and I love it when the designers do that. So this one, okay, can you see? This has been placed on acetate. So you would simply take a piece of acetate, and again, in the gallery, we'll give you the item number for that. Simply lift your cardinal up, and this is one piece. So as you lift it, it's just going to lift like that. Then you can place it onto your acetate. Okay. And what you want to do is just place it, probably not the best to show you a black dazzle on a black background, is it? And let's see. Just let it go down gently. There we go. That's flipped over, so we'll just tap it down. And so it's right there. And then she has colored in, turning this over and coloring in the back. So again, you can take your tri-blend marker, and it's labeled dark, mid, and then there's a light. So if I take the dark one and color behind the wing, so I'm just doing that. What's nice about that is you don't have to worry about getting into the each section of this, okay? So then she colored what she wanted to, turned it over, and she used the clear glitter sheet. Now these are sold in packs, and as you probably know if you followed us, is that the glitter is embedded in the acetate. So you simply place this on behind your piece, and it will just stick to it. And then you're going to get what she has gotten is this glittery look to it. Really, really nice. Now, if you want to, you can give some extra sparkle, and into the berry leaves, she used some of the red stickles, so that's really nice to add. And you can tell that little tiny joy and some of the leaves were also added here. Now the joy comes from the Christmas greeting set, so it's not part of this particular dazzle. She has used Christmas sparkle paper, and you can see she used the light ribbon, and I thought it was really clever to first put that ribbon across the center, then foam tape this piece on top and add that really pretty bow over to the left. In the corners, as I said, just some of the dazzles from the sheet, a little knotted piece of the ribbon. On the inside, she chose to use the other cardinal and simply place it on some of the Christmas sparkle paper. And I love what she did with the greetings. This again is out of the Christmas greeting dazzles. So you've got script greetings and you've got tiny words that are Christmas. But I love how she added some of the other elements from that same sheet. And in these berries, she chose to use the gold stickles, so that works very nicely. Now, if you don't want to use both of them on one card, just use it on the front and write your message on the inside and save the other piece for a second card. So really, really nice. And we're going to go into the gnomes. So this is going to be the gnomes. Let me turn it right side up, and those fun trees. And I really love what she has done. So let me get the card out here. So this is a card that arrives flat, and you simply pop it open. Very fun. I think the trees and those gnomes just pair beautifully together. Isn't this fun? And then all the way around, gnome for the holidays. There you go. Now, let me show you what she's done. Again, complete instructions are in the gallery, so you don't have to worry. We've got it all covered for you. And we're going to take, first of all, some white cardstock. So let me give you the measurements. And you can see, so we're going to begin with a piece of cardstock that's 8.5 by 5. And we want to score 2 inches in from each side, so 2 inches and 2 inches. And you can see that that's going to become kind of our stage for this very fun card, okay? Now we need to make these pieces, so there's 1, 2, 3. And notice they're kind of stair step, so this is narrower, middle, and then a little bit thicker. So these are done this way. So the first one is 8.5 by 1. You're going to do the same thing, score 2 inches in from each side. This one is going to end up wrapping around and holding that card like so, but it allows it to move, okay? We're not attaching it now, we're just cutting these pieces. Then we're going to have a 6-inch by 1 1/4 and a 6-inch by 1 1/2 tall. These are going to be scored 3/4 of an inch from the edge, and these are going to sit inside the card and be attached to the sides of the card. So you're going to do all of those out of white cardstock, and then take some red cardstock and just do a piece that's going to fill that front section, because that's the part you're going to see. Then, as you can tell, Heidi loves thin line dazzles, and they do such a nice job of really edging the pieces. So she has put those around each of the layers, okay? Now she's going to go ahead at this point and attach this outside one at the bottom to her card, because then she's going to put paper over this edge and over this edge, as well as on the inside of all 3 pieces. So let me just show you what those look like. So she has used, this is Dotted Duos number 1, and she's really taken advantage of the large dot as well as the small dots. That's what she's going to use to paper piece those gnomes. So here we go with the outside. Everything is edged in the thin line dazzles. Red on the outside, green on the inside. Even though these are a small piece, she has chosen to use the large dot, which I thought was really interesting. It looks very festive. Now, Lene, another of our designers, says she loves dots because they're always happy, and I think she's exactly right. So very, very fun. Now, these little guys get placed on to the clear glitter sheet, and then you can also paper piece behind them or put white cardstock behind them. Now Heidi has used, again, the stickles to add some coloring. So you can do that. You can use an ink pad. You can do whatever you like. And then she put white cardstock on the back. So that's the white part that you're seeing. Other than that, she's putting the Dotted Duos number 1 paper. Then you're going to simply attach the pieces to the front of those steps and then to the back of the card. So very fun. I love how movable this is. Now I have a preference whenever I have movable cards, and I'm trying, okay, I like to attach them with the extra sticky tape. This is super, super adhesive, and it does such a great job, especially when you've got movable cards like this. So very fun. And as I said, she has used the Christmas greetings Dazzles. In fact, that's what she's used on the majority of these projects. So, and I thought it was really fun that she did a tag, and not just any tag, mind you, but a super-size tag. So this one measures 7.5 by 3 inches. So she first cut that out of white cardstock, and then to make these little corners, she simply measured up 1 inch from the top and 1 inch from the bottom. So that right here, measured down 1 inch, drew a line, and then cut it on each side. So then you've got a perfect tag size, very, very super size tag, very, very fun. Nice to put on packages. As a matter of fact, many of these would make absolutely beautiful gift tags. So that's what we're going to start with. You want to punch a hole at the top. And by the way, We Are Memory Keepers has come out with a new crocodile, and it will do all of the sizes of holes. So this happens to be about 1/4 of an inch, but the crocodile will do everywhere, I believe it's from 1/8 of an inch on up. So that's something to look for, and yes, we are carrying it. I love how Heidi did her tag. So she put, out of the Cutesy Christmas, this teal snowflake, and then she put the stripe at an angle, glued it all down, and then trimmed the excess. Really, really good. All of these circles are from that same Cutesy Christmas, and I am delighted how much the design team has used those papers. They've just been a good staple for them. Then you can see how she foam taped some of the circles on top of the others. And then this little guy is going to get placed on cardstock, and again he's going to get colored in with the tri-blend markers. But if we can get in super, super close, there we go. Do you see how there's a shimmer to these? There is. And it's just as I said, it's a shimmer. And it's done with the Crafter's Companion glitter pen. So as you know, this has a brush applicator, and Heidi simply brushed it on top to give yet another look. So that's pretty wonderful. Okay, I have one more. The woman has been very busy, and this, as if you've been keeping track, is using the candle, and it is this one. So let me open this for you. We're going to slide off the belly band, let you see that beautiful candle, and then I'm going to open this up like so. Okay, this is a two-way diamond card, and it's going to come all ready for you. No measuring, nothing for you to do. So this is obviously hot off the press. There are 3 cards, 3 envelopes. Every card is going to have this expanding feature, and you're going to get the card already scored, ready for you. It's a tri-panel card. You're also going to get, if you go to the Hot Off the Press, Paper Wishes website, look at the two-way diamond, you're going to see a free download. This will give you the papers that will fit on all of the sections, and they will fit just like Heidi has done, so that the edge of the card will show. No measuring, super, super easy. Let me just show you that you will follow the directions on the back of the package for how to fold this. So it's just really easy. You lay it flat, you take the 2 sides and fold them in along the score lines. Then you're going to take, there are angular score lines. You're going to do all of those into a mountain fold. So as you know, a mountain fold goes up, and you just go like so. There we go. And there are 4 of them, by the way. And this is the first time that these have been folded, so it's just this simple. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm going to turn it back over, and I'm going to collapse. I'm just going to push these together, and look what's happening is that these are just folding in. It's just what you do. Now Heidi has decided to, and you would go over these with a bone folder so they'll really be firmly down. Heidi has elected to do it this way, so it will pop open, but you can turn it over, let it be a card like this, and let it open this way. So you've got a couple of options. Now, in addition, as you could tell with this one, there was a belly band. So the belly band is, of course, included as the die cuts, and you simply close it by slipping the 2 cut ends into each other, and that will slip right onto your finished card. So it just goes like that. And there is also another piece that you pop out, and it can be used to be that decorative piece on the front, which is what Heidi used. So all of that is right there with the cutout card, die cut cards. Now what she has done is she's used Christmas sparkle to attach a piece that fits into each one of the triangles and the 2 rectangles. Then she has placed every single piece that's on here directly onto the glitter acetate. And then she colored the back of the glitter acetate, so you can see the yellow and orange, the red and the green has all been colored. Guess what? With the tri-blend markers. And then she put white cardstock on the back of this one, so that white just sparkles. Love that clear glitter acetate. Now for her corners, you can see that she's placed the holly berries and the holly leaves on each corner. And that took care of that. I just love the presentation. And then for her belly band, again, you've got the patterns right here to cut that paper, glue it down, and then she put the other poinsettias, foam tape them on top. There you go. And this is just going to slip right over the top of her card. And I really like the fact that she's positioned this poinsettia so it overlaps the poinsettia on the candle. And you've got Merry Christmas with those Christmas greeting dazzles. So beautiful. Lots of ideas. My goodness, who would have thought that all these wonderful things could be done? It all started with Deanna, who did the artwork, a very talented woman. And then another talented woman with Heidi has executed them into finished projects. Absolutely love it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please head on over to paperwishes.com so you can see all the instructions, and also you can see our money saver. We love for you to save some money, and it's a great one this time. And you can have brand new dazzles that are fresh and exciting and very, very timely. Thank you so much for joining us and for being part of the Paper Wishes family.